New York City's mayoral candidates faced off in a fiery debate last night. Former Democratic governor turned independent mayoral candidate Andrew Cuomo clashing with Democratic nominee Zohran Mamdani, including over experience with Republican Curtis Sliwa, quite literally caught in the middle.
There's no job for on-the-job training. And if you look at the failed mayors, they're ones that had no management experience. This is not a job for a first-timer. Any day, you could have a hurricane, you have, God forbid, a 9/11, a health pandemic. If you don't know what you're doing, people could die.
Mr. Mamdani,
Yeah.
want to respond?
And if we have a health pandemic, then why would New Yorkers turn back to the governor who sent seniors to their death in nursing homes? That's the kind of experience that's on offer here today. What I don't have in experience, I make up for in integrity. And what you don't have in integrity, you could never make up for in experience.
Yes.
Some real fireworks there. That may have been the line of the night, by the way. It comes as a new poll shows Cuomo trailing Mamdani by 21 points with just weeks to Election Day. We should note Mayor Adams' name remains on the ballot despite him dropping out of the race. Joining me now is NBC's Sam Brock with more on the debate and this closely watched race. Sam, thanks so much for being here. So President Trump, obviously, as he does, loomed large over the race. What was the takeaway regarding President Trump last night?
Sure. So with Mamdani now, obviously, a clear front runner, as you just laid out, Kristen, in that poll. And it's even more extensive than what we saw just there. Among likely voters, it's 52% to 28%. So you're talking about a 24-point gap. That's that Fox News poll that just came out yesterday. But with respect to President Trump, his name was invoked pretty much from the very beginning of the debate onward last night. And Mamdani, before the debate even started, Kristen, marched with dozens of union supporters, local unions, from Trump Tower to 30 Rock, which was sort of a symbolic gesture that he's not going to be capitulating to the Trump administration. And make no mistake about it, clearly President Trump has not been shy about the fact that democratically run cities or leaders that he sees as adversarial to the agenda that he's trying to advance are going to be punished. That's already happened in New York with some $18 billion in federal funding that's been halted for things like the Hudson River Tunnel project, the Second Avenue subway, and President Trump several days ago singling out Mamdani, calling him a communist, which we know is not true. He's a democratic socialist, and saying that hundreds of billions of dollars could be at stake here if Mamdani is elected and becomes the next mayor of New York City. It feels like New York, Kristen, becomes just the tip of the spear in this clash between left-leaning cities and the federal government. I did ask both of the candidates you mentioned, Andrew Cuomo and Mamdani, what they think about the idea that National Guard troops are being deployed or attempting to be deployed in cities across the country, ICE agents, etc., and what sort of clash may be in the future here. Here's what they told me.
If it had anything to do with crime, he'd be going after the 8 out of 10 states that have the highest levels of crime, all of which are actually led by Republicans. What it has to do with is intimidation. That's what this is about. And we need a mayor who's not too busy coordinating with Donald Trump or receiving donations from the same billionaires that gave us Donald Trump's second term to
Governor, the president has withheld grants, obviously, to New York. He also has sent troops into cities around the country. Why would that not happen under your administration?
I wouldn't let him.
But how would you prevent it? What stopped him before?
Well, he sent the National Guard into 20 cities when I was governor. He didn't send them into New York.
Do you think this is the same political climate that we were looking at?
Yeah, I think we had battles royale. I don't think he wants to fight with me.
Kristen, one of the most interesting questions that was asked last night of the candidates is, when was the last time you spoke with President Trump? Cuomo said that it was more than a year ago after Butler, Pennsylvania, and the assassination attempt, which the Mamdani camp has questioned. The New York Times reports that there was some communication between Cuomo staff and the Trump administration regarding this race. Mamdani says he has never spoken to President Trump. Kristen.
All right. Sam Brock, great interview there after that already very fiery debate. We really appreciate your joining us with that update.
We thank you for watching. And remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.